your county government understands that the cost of housing is too expensive in San Diego. And we are taking action and doing everything we possibly can to provide more housing that working class folks can afford. More housing that is affordable, more housing that middle income and middle class and working class families can afford. And we are particularly concerned about the danger of unstable and unaffordable housing on our seniors and the impact that that can lead on them. And all of that is bringing us here today to continue to take action. But it's not just here today. Yesterday, we celebrated the grand opening of Valencia Point in southeastern San Diego, new affordable housing project with more than 100 units that our county was partners in help funding. Earlier this month, we passed a policy to move our board of supervisors and county government in partnership with the San Diego Foundation to look at how we could master plan or master build up to 10,000 units of affordable housing on public owned land. And today we are here as another project that's really a demonstration of this concept and the reality that it works. We are standing here on county-owned land. County could have done anything with it, but given that one of the highest and most pressing needs is the lack of affordable housing in San Diego County, this county decided to put this public land towards addressing one of the biggest issues the public face by having it dedicated to be used for affordable housing. Public land should be used for the public good, and that's why we are here today. We're here today on this county ground to break ground on a new 126-unit affordable housing project named Levant Senior Cottages. Today, construction begins, and it is estimated this project will be completed and open to residents in the middle of 2024. At least 20% of the units will be affordable to seniors with 50% or less of the area median income, AMI. All of the other remaining units will be affordable to seniors with 60% or less of the AMI, area median income. This approach has been shown to be working. This project was started by the Board of Supervisors before I arrived, and I appreciate the effort that they took in launching this and getting this going. This is something we've certainly learned from and sought to really accelerate and grow beyond what there was. But the model here we know works. If some of the highest cost of construction of housing is the acquisition of the land and the permitting process of getting there, if the public already owns the land, then you can make the cost of acquisition of the land much easier and much less to make it pencil out for affordable projects. And if you own the land, you have a greater ability to expedite the permitting process. And we appreciate our partners in this. As a county, we don't build any housing ourselves, but we trust and rely on those who are our projects. And we're really fortunate to have Wakeland Housing and Development Corporation and SD Kind Corporation. And you're going to hear from them in a little bit, but we appreciate their partnership. We appreciate their work and the progress that we're seeing moving forward. The challenges surrounding housing are immense. The cost of housing continues to be a tremendous barrier. We know that we are blessed and fortunate with the place that a lot of people want to live. Incredible weather, great amenities, a wonderful community, a great place to be. But we have to keep looking for ways that we can take action to try and increase the supply of housing, and in particular the supply of housing available to our seniors who might be struggling and to working families out there. And there's so much more that's moving. I want to commend President Pro Tem of the Senate, Tony Atkins, for leadership in passing state legislation to help make it easier for us to move forward. I want to thank Governor Gavin Newsom for all of the actions the state is taking around housing, both legislative change and funding sources that are making it easier for us to move forward. And as a county, we are having to rethink and revamp how we approach this. This year alone, we're on pace to issue more than 1,600 building permits for new housing in the unincorporated region. That's up almost 50% from the previous years. And so we're not only looking at county-owned land in other jurisdictions, we're looking at land in the unincorporated area where we have land use, and we are going to continue to move to do everything that we possibly can. I know a number of you were here a few weeks ago when we launched our initiative with the San Diego Foundation. We're excited about the prospects of what that can bring forward. And really what you see behind us, the groundbreaking here, is a demonstration of what we want to do at scale. Not just 126 units here. We want to do it at scale. We want to do it across the county. And so we're very excited about the opportunities. So with that, let me introduce a few folks. We're very pleased to have Wakeland as a partner in this project. And we're going to hear from Rebecca Louis, the president and CEO. And as a county, we appreciate all their work and partnership and helping us bring this project. Rebecca, thank you for being here.
So how very exciting to be here celebrating the groundbreaking for these Levant cottages, senior cottages. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Many years ago, Wakeland, San Diego Kind, and the County of San Diego began working together on a vision for this county-owned site. A vision that would take this public land and use it for the public good. And what is better for the public good than affordable housing for our seniors? There's such an incredible need for it in San Diego. Senior homelessness went up by 10% last year, and who can imagine why it wouldn't, with seniors living on fixed incomes, struggling and living on the vulnerable edge, one medical bill or rent increase away from landing on our streets. Projects like this one act as a safety net for our seniors, providing them with not just an affordable and a safe home, but with services and care that will help them not just survive, but thrive. As Wakeland's new president and CEO, I look forward to continuing to work with the county to take sites like these and to use them to build as much affordable housing as possible so that we can offer these opportunities to even more of our seniors and others in need of quality, affordable housing. And I'm really looking forward to opening the doors here at this amazing project so that we can get our new senior residents move in. There's no better feeling. So let's get going and get it built. Thank you.
Thank you, Rebecca. Several years ago, San Diego Kind Corporation did a feasibility study to determine if Levant Street property would be used to be a child welfare building, to assess would this property be viable for senior housing. It was. Some have called this property the first of what became many county properties. They're being leveraged for affordable housing. But San Diego Kind has been a great partner in their endeavor, and I'd like to welcome their Vice President, Jess Haro, to say a few words. I like Jess for a lot of reasons, not the least of which is he's a fellow Marine. And we like people to build housing, and I like Marines, so you check both of those boxes. Please welcome Mr. Haro.
Thank you. First of all, it's always great to be someplace where you're welcome. Thank you, Supervisor. On behalf of our president, Percival Stanford could not be here today. I want to, and on behalf of our board, express how pleased we are that Levant Senior College is finally going to be started. I'm very happy that the supervisor acknowledged how many years it takes to do a project like this. I must mention that 6 years ago, with former supervisor Ron Roberts, we just started the discussion. And what's commendable is that succeeding supervisors saw the importance, and that's why we're here today. Also, I want to further thank Supervisor Fletcher and the County of San Diego for the new land action strategy. We also agree the importance of using public land for the most vulnerable citizens in our society. So once again, I just want to say thank you, and we're looking very much forward to the groundbreaking and to the future occupancy of this project. Thank you very much.
And before I call up our Director of Health and Human Services, Nick Mascione, to say a few words, I want to say a special thank you to all the county workers who have been a part of this project and so many others. Our Health and Human Services team is incredible. We're also fortunate to have Marco Medved, the Director of the County Department of General Service, who's here, David Estrella, Director of County Department of Housing and Development, and all of the county workers every single day who get up and help us drive forward. I know that there is a tremendous amount of work that goes into it. Often the easiest part of this is the voting to say put some money behind it, put the land behind it, get it done, then the hard work starts. And as was mentioned, any project is challenging, and there's setbacks and there's things you have to overcome, but we are moving rapidly at a tremendous pace and speed, and so I appreciate all of our county workers. And so here today to speak to us a few minutes, I appreciate Nick Mascione's leadership on this project and so many others that we are a part of all over this county. And so we invite Nick up to share a little bit. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair Fletcher. I think they're Marines. They need to say "oorah," and we're fortunate with his leadership. You know, this is a really special occasion on many fronts, right? We have amazing visionaries that are leading the way in creating so many more. This property is the first of 8 county surplus properties that, through the leadership of the board, Chair Fletcher and the rest of the board, is paving the way for affordable housing. And there's others throughout the state following San Diego's lead. But there's another reason why this particular property is special to me. First, I never realized that this was a level pad. You see, there used to be the county child welfare office here. And I kid you not, I've been here for 25 years. You come into this building and it had a slope. Some that have been here know what I'm talking about. And you're thinking, you know, there's something wrong with this building or this land. But what happened is the amazing work that our child welfare staff were doing in protecting at-risk children and families for decades happened here. And what's transformative is that work continues now to help what? To help our vulnerable older adults, as has been noted, which is a housing crisis for affordable housing for San Diego and in the state. And so this means tremendous in our work because we know it's having a beautiful park, a welcoming community. It's where people live, right? It's where people play. It's where people carry out their lives that matters. So this is just not another affordable housing project. It's really a visionary location and site of how we really do care about San Diegans and our vulnerable adults so they could have a pride in the way that they're living. And so we're extraordinarily proud in the Health and Human Service Agency to be partners in this effort. Thank you.
Thank you, Nick. You know, in closing, again, I want to appreciate the board members who started this project. Before any of the current board members were there, we carried that torch forward and brought it to conclusion with the groundbreaking and the eventual opening, but have also taken this concept of building on county-owned land and really accelerated it and seeing how else we could do it. Other agencies are following suit. As chair of MTS, we have multiple housing projects moving on MTS-owned land. And again, our land action strategy is designed to bring jurisdictions across San Diego together with tremendous seed funding from the San Diego Foundation for how we can do this at scale, again, with the goal of building 10,000 units of affordable housing on public-owned land across San Diego County. This is also an incredible location. There are so many features of this project that are going to be wonderful. The integration of community gardens, the integrations of services and help, the proximity to parks, and so many other things. We just think this is a wonderful project. And I want to thank the surrounding community. You know, we all know that one of the challenges is everyone will say you ought to build housing as long as it's not anywhere near them, which makes it awfully hard to build anywhere. And so we certainly work with community groups. We work with getting input, making sure the design is right, making sure that the configuration is right. Things like traffic and parking are all taken into account. But it has been a generally supportive community in this area, and we appreciate that. And the folks who are here, I think will benefit tremendously from it. So with that, thank you all for being here. We're going to break some ground, and then I know everyone's available for one-on-one questions.